And even without subsidy, fuel like petrol in Ethiopia, I think is 114 shillings. Can you compare that to ours at 182? That's crazy. It's a hell of difference again, like I say. So is it time maybe the government considered either removing the taxes, which we've seen are the biggest drivers? And that would be maybe sort of my thoughts to this. Is it time that the government removed these taxes? Because there are many. Like again, if I can just recap the kind of taxes we impose. We have the petroleum development levy. We have excise duty. We have road maintenance levy. We have VAT. We have the import declaration fee. We have the anti-adulteration levy. Those are so many. Yeah. So what purpose do these have really in the end? Which you see why it's 101%, because this is a lot of levies and taxes all together. So either they remove those, or we go back to the subsidy regime. It's worked in other countries really. Well, I don't think I know the government has been against it for the obvious reason that it's probably not sustainable. But then what is sustainable? Because it's either the subsidies or we remove the taxes. It may not be entirely, but like, for example, there are instances even of double taxation. For example, excise duty in this case is usually imposed on, is it like VAT? So you'd find VAT is calculated on excise tax. So that is already tax on tax. So, too many taxes, for what purpose? And who is the administrator or imposer of these taxes? The government. So the government needs to really look into what can be done. Otherwise, with the trend that we've seen that has been established in the increase in fuels in Kenya, it's going to be crazy. It means like in no time, then fuel prices will keep on skyrocketing month on month, or probably within a very short period of time. And then very few Kenyans will not be able to afford. And while we may not immediately feel the effect in the economy, it's only a question of time. Confirm like Sahi, and let me talk of the Wanjiku, for example. The matatu operators, they don't have any exemptions from they are not cushioned from the increase in fuel prices. And in business, yeah. So if the oil marketers, for example, are making 40%, why wouldn't the matatu operator want also to, I'm not saying they will even increase, but if they're buying fuel at 170 or 180, and now it goes to 182, they are not a charitable organization to say, we'll absorb the 2 shillings. They'll be like, okay, fine. I am used to making a margin of 40 shillings. So what I do is, if fare from point A to point B was 70, now they make it, say, 72. And you can be sure they wouldn't make it 72 because it's an odd number. So they'll probably say now it's gone to 80. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's a cartel, but again, it's if all matatus using the same route, will probably be like, okay, it's city. If you're lucky, yeah, all of them. So unless you walk, so where does that now leave our Wanjiku? The mama mboga who uses the matatu to go get the groceries to come and sell to you. So if they used to sell you sukuma wiki, for example, at 10, kiwango fulani, it's either wapunguze au waongeze bei. Now wakipunguza, obviously what will happen? The buyers will come complaining, oh, what's happening? Your portions have reduced, blah 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 blah. But then they will try and explain it to you. Yeah. So it will eventually, if you touch anything on within the energy sector, because it's like the driving sector. Everybody needs energy in one or another. It could be electricity, it could be, it could be the fuel. So it impacts the entire economy.